This is New York Comic Con 2016, and I'm here with ComicsVerse.
Hi everyone, I'm Callie, and I'm here with Marley Zarcone, and she's the artist for DC's new Shade, the Changing Girl, which is about this alien Loma from the planet Meta, and she gets a hold of the madness coat and travels to Earth and takes possession of the body of a girl named Megan, who's a bit of a bully. Yeah.
A bit of a bully. She's more of, she's terrible. Yeah, but I love her in her own horrible way.
So just quickly, how are you enjoying Comic-Con so far? I know it's only the first day.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. I love the shows in New York, and it's, a great city, and it's nice to kind of go from I'm from British Columbia, and I live in the interior, so it's real sparsely populated by comparison. I come here and it's just an explosion of humans. Yeah. Lots of people.
Can you give us a bit about your personal history?
Grew up I'm from Maryland, so from Peachey County, and I moved to Seattle, lived with a bunch of artists, and kind of that's where I started doing comics, and from there I worked on I did some work for an anthology called Pop Gun years ago, and Forgetless over at Image, and then from there I started working with Shelley Bond over at Vertigo. So it's just kind of built my way up from there.
So Shade, the Changing Girl is really surreal and psychedelic. What works did you draw your inspiration from for the piece?
It was a lot of I drew a lot of inspiration from the original titles. Especially the Vertigo series. Peter Milligan's writing is fantastic as well. A lot of cues from Brendan McCarthy and Chris Pacciallo, and the Jamie Hewlett covers are pretty inspirational as well. So
the artwork was so beautiful, and it's so hard to conceptualize something like madness, and I thought you did a really great job with that. There was these trees that had eyes, and that was so creepy and great. And there were a lot of just beautiful moments of surrealism, and I was just wondering if it was challenging to draw like that, or no?
It was kind of actually it was kind of because if you're working based off of emotion and instinct, and it's kind of what's appropriate for the scene, and you kind of take that what's appropriate and then expand on it to see how you can blow it up. And she's going past a place where she has history, so the trees, the eyes are watching her. So it's just kind of something like that.
Yeah, and with the drawings itself, do you work from your imagination completely, or do you use references, what? For me, I'm an artist, so I have a hard time just imagining people. I have to look at a tree to draw it, or.
There's certain things that if you need to get a specific location, I don't have the recall that some other artists do, where they have to they can actually recall a specific setting. But for the most part, I just kind of free, but unless it's certain things that really have to be on point when it comes to we want people to know exactly what it is. For the most part, I just make it up. So
and what's the hardest part of working in comics as a medium?
It's a lot of work. It is. But it's great work. But it is a challenge. When you're handling, kind of translating it, and you want to, especially when you're dealing with something where you're doing madness, because you still want people to be able to read it, to be able to understand it, and not get lost, but still feel something strange, or something. Yeah, but still be carried through and not lost. I don't want it to be, a huge challenge to read the book. I want them to enjoy it and see something different. So,
how long did it take you to draw the comic?
It's a lot of work, but I'm on a monthly, so it's kind of basis. So. It helps that I live in a really remote region, so it's it's pretty outside, but there's no humans, so it's cool. I'll just sit in here and draw. Yeah.
What would your response be to people who claim that comics aren't real art? I get that a lot, and I always find myself defending comics as an art form,
I think that, it's ignorant to say that. I think, people who say that haven't actually spent time with comics or really, they're looking at it on a surface level. And almost, I'm not going to fight with somebody about that, because it's like, well, exactly. Like, if you're not willing to read it or look into it, or if you don't find out Columbia's work to be artwork, then, that's on you. Yeah.
So where can we see Shade going from here?
It's going to go. Well, I mean, you're going to get a lot, from both sides. You're going to get some more from Meta and all the shenanigans that are going on, especially tracking down the coat. I mean, it's going to intersect at different points, but we're going to delve a lot into, the human relationships between, she's entering this character who has a really horrible past, and all the damage that she's done and all the lives that she's affected are now, kind of closing in on this alien who has no frame of reference of, what it's like to live as a human. So, yeah, we're going to definitely explore a lot of that. Yeah.
And what can you say about the new Young Animal imprint? Like, what makes it unique that people should look forward to their comics?
I think it's great. We're doing a launch. It all has, all the titles are distinct, but we are all coming in together as kind of a good group, a good, it's common purpose of doing something interesting. And yeah, and Gerard's done a great job putting everything together. And yeah, I can't say enough about it, because I love my work and I love this comic. So yeah,
it's very exciting. Any last thoughts that you want to add? I don't know if
Buy Shade the Changing Girl. It's a great comic. I'm gonna do cool stuff. Yeah, so.
So thanks so much for talking with me. I'm Callie again, and this is Marley Zarcone. And if you like this video, please like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram and all the other social media sites, and check out our website, comicsverse.com. And thank you so much. Have a great Comic-Con.